we go. I would like to talk about plastic surgery and Botox. Now on television, now you cannot move. I've become quite an expert at spotting it. You can't move for the actors, the presenters and the whatnots on television, and they're all full of Botox. Most of them have plastic surgery done, which is kind of deforming yourself if you're being honest about it, but it has become socially acceptable filling yourself with these poisons and solutions in the name of vanity, and to kind of put at bay the onslaught of Father Time. Have you any thoughts about this, sir?
Well, you can't cheat Father Time, can you, mate? And I'll be honest, a lot of them that do it, I just think they look ugly. Well, they don't look natural, you see.
You can always tell, the skin looks stretched and there's no wrinkles and stuff like that.
Lips look a bit too full in
the thing is, Botox is from botulism. It was initially used in chemical warfare.
Really?
Yeah. So you're pouring a toxin of that calibre in your body. Botox basically paralyses the facial muscles, so they can't move, and this must cause some stretching of the skin, or you lose the wrinkles and all that. But what will be the long-term effects of this? I do know that once you have it, you have to keep having it, because otherwise you look even more fucked if you don't stop having it. But you see them all on television, and you can always tell they don't, like I said, they don't look real. No. They look tampered with.
I think the worst ones is where you see these bloody botch jobs where they've gone over to former Eastern Bloc to have it done at a knockdown price, and then they end up fucked.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's pretty twisted, really, isn't it? What they're doing to themselves in the name of vanity, and it's just fucking with nature, isn't it?
At the end of the day, Jimmy, there's very few people that can sort of still, don't get me wrong when I said look good, but they look like they was when they were 21. That's just not how nature's done. We go old and we lose our...
I mean, the olden times, you had like rugged heroes like Steve McQueen and, people who look rugged and full of wrinkles, and Clint Eastwood and all that. But I mean, the heroes of today, they've all got the eye lifts and, cheek fillers and things like that. You know what I mean? It's just...
It's bizarre that people are prepared to go under the knife for vanity.
But that's just my initial point, really, about Botox. I don't know what anybody else's thoughts on it is. Is it better to just grow old gracefully than tamper with trying to allay it, because the longer you leave it, the more ridiculous it starts to look. You know what I mean?
What, I mean, you're right what you said, though. It comes out of something that was used for evil, if you like.
And sorry, mate. Go on.
It's like peroxide. That was a fuel originally for rockets. Britain used to have a rocket program, and we led the world at one time in space race, because we got this stuff from former Nazis, scientists, and that's what your peroxide, the stuff you put on your road.
So,
like a fuel.
did they only find out it bleached her as an afterthought? Yeah. So basically, right? So it was actually a fuel for the rockets.
Yeah. If you look it up on the internet, you'll find out that we used to test them in Australia.
I mean, basically, there's been programs on telly about these people who've took plastic surgery too far. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this, and they show you a picture when they was a kid, and they've had so much work done that they start to look like weird fucking plastic dolls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was this lad, forget where he was from, Manchester, I think, and he'd had fucking lip fillers, and it basically looked like fucking his mum had stuck him on shop window when he was a kid. You know what I mean? His fucking lips were fucking...
Have you seen that one of that woman who looks like a cat? She resembles a cat.
The thing is, I mean, when they go into that, alright, I suppose if they have a bit of Botox, it doesn't denote mental illness, it's just like vanity. But when they go to the extremes of like having their ears hacked off and like a fucking horn stuck in their head, you know what I mean, teeth removed, teeth pulled down and bits cut off their face, they're basically fucking mentally ill.
Well,
you know what I
it
mean?
is, they're not happy with themselves. It's like somebody who suddenly starts to want to use a different language and all this. They're trying to change themselves.
I remember reading once about a famous plastic surgeon, and he said that what the first thing he used to do with all of his clients is sit them down and talk to them.
Yeah.
You know, and to try and get to the root of why they want this procedure doing. You know,
but the charlatans out there, so you just have to make a quick.
Well, of course, you know what I mean. It's like anything else. Cash is king, innit? You know what I mean. So just ship them in and ship them out. But you know, it's. I think it's a byproduct of a very sick society.
And then there's the tragedy of like Lolo Ferrara.
Yeah, yeah.
Heard of her.
Yeah.
And she ended up having a lockdown, and it ended up killing her.
Well, yeah, basically, I mean, there was other things as well. She was exploited by her partner, wasn't she, and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, it was all for the pleasure.
Oh, but yeah, exactly. I mean, my final thoughts on this is all these procedures and whatnot are the byproduct of a very sick society.
Well, it's a product of a sick society, not only by the person who's having it done, but also by what drives them to have it done, which is the media saying you must look this particular way, or you are shit, you are rubbish if you don't look this way.
Exactly. So the thing you can do is
stick two fingers up. That's I'm not being looking.
Don't watch television. Don't read I can't read a newspaper now. If I'm in a waiting room and I see a newspaper, I'll pick it up and within 5 seconds I'll throw it back on the table. It's all shit.
What you realise, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what you do realise with your newspapers and your television and that is, it's a manipulated way. It's not this is the news, it's this is what the news should be.
Yeah, this is what we're telling you to do.
Exactly.
These are celebrities we're telling you to like. You know, and that's where it is now. Everything's provided by the man.
And once you have that blindfold removed, you can never put it back.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Me and you will never be able to go back to that way of thinking that we did prior to.
I mean, this video's taking on a laugh, but so much is quite interesting because I was thinking today, you know, once you kind of become aware of how society is, and like I said, you reject media and you reject newspapers and whatnot, and you try and have a conversation with someone who is still stuck within the confines of that way of thinking, and they will think you're fucking nuts. Oh, yeah. There'll be no level of conversation when you lean over the table and say, yeah, did you watch Geordie Shore last night? What about chemtrails? You know what I mean? Did you know water's full of fluoride? Do you know they're trying to like fucking calcify your pineal gland? What about Wi-Fi? And they'll think, fuck me, this fella's a nut. And this is where the term tinfoil hat brigade comes from. Yeah. But you know, once you step out the confines of it all, you realise all this Botox and all this other shit they're feeding you is just fucking rubbish. You know what I mean? We're all gonna die, and aging is part of life. It's part of the process, the spiritual process. Is we're born, we live, we die, and then our essence, whatever it is, goes back into the great beyond. Now there'll be no heaven with fucking, you know what I mean, your Uncle Keith there and fucking, you know, everybody where Jimi Hendrix will be playing on live on stage, you know, but it's grow old gracefully, you know what I mean? Don't have all this fucking shit done to yourself. And anyway, I'm waffling now.
It'll be interesting. This is just a final thought on it. It'll be interesting to find out, you know, like when we've dug up Egyptian mummies.
Yeah.
You know, we've dug up bodies from different eras where it's term. When they dig these people up with Botox, is it going to be like a fucking vampire where you open coffin and they've not moved because you've got this mannequin face? Well,
it's true, isn't it? But I've said this before. I know we're going on with this video, but people are ingesting that much toxic shit now and preservatives that bodies are rotting. So with no embalming needed really in the future, you just throw them in an hole.
Yeah.
Or
if you put them in a crematorium, they'll explode.
Well, exactly. You know what I mean? And fucking Sunny Delight everywhere and Pringles.
I think we'll leave it.
Yeah, we're running on now. But don't forget to, if you've got Botox or not, please subscribe to this video because by clicking that button, it'll make you look youthful forever. Thanks.